Is this right? How do I do this? Okay. Is everybody in? A year later, I still can't even tell when I'm on mute. We good? Okay then. Welcome, investors. Oh my God. How many of you are there? So many little boxes. I use my glasses. Maybe even a magnifying glass. Oh. It's now been a year since our little show that could was supposed to open on Broadway, and I'm here to tell you what's become of your $17 million and promise you that Broadway is coming back. And when it does, just the act of sitting in our theater and watching our show will be meaningful in a way none of us could have ever imagined when I optioned Freddie Got Fingered for the legitimate stage. I had prepared a short, sort of Cuomo-esque PowerPoint presentation, but in light of the news, I thought it might be better to just shoot straight from the titanium hip. Too much tennis. What a fucking year. Let's put Broadway aside for a minute. Let's put my beloved New York aside for a minute. So many things. So much waiting. So many things. Loneliness, idleness, boredom. I'm at a loss for words. We lost Ruth. We lost our Supreme Court majority. We lost Cloris Leachman, Christopher Plummer, Cicely Tyson. There was an insurrection. Feces was smeared all over our Capitol. George Floyd, QAnon, Kayleigh McEnany. My parents barely survived Auschwitz. For this, my son had twins. Thank you very much. I haven't met them yet. I buried my brother. We had a virtual shiver. And yet, here we are, the lucky ones, persevering. I got my first dose of Moderna. I watched Ted Lasso with my kids from both my marriages. I ate the best pasta I've ever had in my life in 25-degree weather, outdoors at Risdora, with my scarf wrapped around my legs. I feel like life is coming back to the streets. I feel spring. Our gorgeous, young, talented composer, lyricist, was to have eked out their Broadway debut just before turning the big 3-0, and they will be now 31. But they've spent their year honing and fine-tuning, and I think our show has taken on a significance I'm not sure it had before. Did I do that right, Sheila? We have some casting news adjustments. My friend from back in my acting days, Richard Kind, yes, the Richard Kind, is stepping into headline, replacing Rupert Everett. Richard and I did Rosencrantz and Guildenstern at Williamstown. Yes, thank you. Our sets are still on the stage where we left them. Our stage manager is working at the Javits Center doing God's work. Our actors, scattered all over the country, now are having virtual drinks every Saturday to stay connected. The love is palpable. Anyway, after more than 30 years in LA, this show is my long-awaited New York return, this time as a big old-timey Broadway producer. Back to the city I grew up in, to the city where I started, the city I love, the way I loved my mother. You beauties sticking with me, allowing me to hold on to your money while the economy is in stasis, it makes me want to cry. You may all look like ants to me from here, but you feel like family. I'll just say this, I've never been so excited to sit in the dark and watch people acting stupid, telling corny jokes, breaking into song, and just overall making fools of themselves in my life. We may not be Hamlet, but who the fuck wants Hamlet these days? I like to think about Preston Sturges. He's looking down at all of us, smiling. We're suckers, approving. Too much, Sheila? She told me to lose a Sturges reference. Anyway, I leave you with this, a preview of the roaring 20s that awaits us around the corner. And I want to tell you, we're going to be fine. We're going to be just fine. Questions?
Essential. Why not?
So yeah,